Next. The next speaker is going to give a speech that's titled Never Judge a Book by Its Cover. 6 to 8 minutes. The purpose is to entertain or amuse. This is from the Advanced Communicator book, Storytelling Manual, project number 2, to create and tell an original story based on a personal experience. Dale Shin says that he's been stereotyped because of his appearance, that he has done likewise, stereotyping other people by the way they look. He's going to talk to us about that tonight. Please help me welcome Dale Shin.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. I want to share a story about how I learned never to judge someone by the way they look, never to judge a book by its cover. Long ago, I was a student in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I had a friend who had a motorcycle. He gave me a ride on it one day, and I was hooked. The speed and just being out in the open, it was addictive. I loved it. I knew I had to have one. So a few years later, I got a 1989 Kawasaki Ninja 250. It was black, had an aftermarket exhaust on it, so it was really loud. And my first ride on it, well, I had to learn how to operate a manual. All motorcycles are pretty much manual. So you have to operate the clutch, the throttle. You have to get it just right to get it going. I must stall like 100 times, but I got it going. Then you got to learn how to shift gears, which is with your left foot. It's like a lever. You got to kind of coordinate that too. Once you learn to do that, you just go faster, 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 and it's like addictive. So once I got going, I was just laughing like a maniac in my helmet. I was like laughing and just enjoying it until a red light came. Then I had the presence of mind to learn how to stop. And from there on, I was riding as much as I could. After school, after studying at the library, when it closed at 2, I would take the long way home so I could ride on some curvy roads at 2 in the morning. When my friends and I would go somewhere, instead of getting in the car with everybody, I would get on my bike and meet them there. Sometimes I'd show up late because I took a detour. I got a black leather jacket. I had a really loud eagle embroidered on the back. I got gloves. I got boots. Must have looked pretty good because my 2-timing ex-girlfriend came up to me one day. She was trying to say something. But I did what Tom Cruise did in the movie Top Gun. I just revved it really loud. I can't hear you. I just took off. One weekend, I decided to go for a ride in the country roads, enjoy the twisty roads. The speed of a motorcycle is great, but what's really thrilling is leaning the bike into a turn, putting on the gas, and powering out of it. When you do that just right, there's no other feeling like it. It's so satisfying. So I was on this country road. I was just going. I've never been on it before. I was just going wherever it took me. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't care. I was riding for maybe an hour or 2. I was just loving it. A turn comes up. I have to downshift, and my clutch lever feels really limp suddenly, and it's not working. So I pull over. I stop the bike. I check it out. The cable that actuates the clutch snapped. Broke. Basically, I couldn't ride the bike anymore. I was stranded. And it was in the middle of nowhere. It's like nobody around, barely any cars. Cars came by every now and then. I didn't know what to do. Basically, there was only one thing to do. Just start walking. So I start walking. And I'm walking. And I'm thinking, I might not get home until tomorrow. And cars are going by every now and then. And I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to hitchhike. Never done it before. But I saw how they do it in the movies. Basically, you turn around, stick your thumb out, right? And you hope somebody will stop. I hear a car come. I'm walking, I hear a car, so I turn around. They slow down, they see me, and they keep going. Step on the gas. It happens a few more times. After a while, I'm like, forget it. I'm not going to turn around. I'm just going to keep walking and just stick my thumb out. So I hear a car coming. I stick my thumb out. I can hear them slow down. They pull alongside me. They look They see me, and they keep going. Happens a few more times. I hear a ratty sounding car coming. I stick my thumb out. Pulls alongside, speed up, Chevy Nova, blue, like 1970s era. Pulls over, stops. I see the driver lean over to crank the window open on the passenger side, so I run over, I stick my head in, and my heart goes up into my throat. The driver has blonde hair, it's short in the front, long in the back, it's a mullet. He's got a bushy mustache, he looks really haggard. He's got a jean jacket on. He's probably got like a Black Sabbath patch on the back. That was a popular fashion in Pennsylvania. He's a heavy metal guy. When I was younger, heavy metal guys weren't very nice to me. They stopped me as I was walking home from school, demanded I showed them my crotch, or threatened to hurt me or something. So I thought, oh, this is a mistake. The guy says, how far are you going? I say, Shady Side. He goes, well, I'm not going that far. I can take you to Mount Washington. I said, okay. He says, get in. So I obey, and I get in the car. It's a huge mess. He takes off. I'm thinking, oh, did I just make a mistake? Am I going to be a statistic? Am I going to be one of those stories why you should never check? So we get to talking a little bit. I tell him what happened to me. And he commiserates by saying, you're a bummer, man. He's talking like a total stoner. And you know, a song he likes comes on the radio, so he turns it up real loud. And as some part of the song comes out, he sings along with it. In a gotta da vida, baby. He turns around when the word baby comes out. And I was like, what? And I turn around, there's a baby in the back seat. Really grumpy looking though. And so every time he's singing along, baby, he comes back. All right. Another song comes on, and the chorus comes out. He starts singing that chorus with me. Smooth on the water. You know, I don't know if you know the song. Every time we do that, he turns around and sings the baby. I thought that was really interesting. Anyways, we get to where he needs to go. He lets me off with a payphone. This was the Bieber era, so you know, there's payphones, you don't want to yourself. So I thank him. I call my friend. Comes and picks me up. I tell the story, what happened. My bike broke down, I hitchhiked, and this heavy metal stoner and his grumpy baby picked me up. And I'm so excited, I tell him all this stuff, and after a while, you know, we're just driving in silence, and I'm thinking about what happened. I was wearing my jacket with the loud eagle, so that probably didn't help me with all the people who drove by. But the heavy metal guy, maybe he saw a kindred spirit or something. He picked me up. All the clean, squeaky suburban cars that drove by clapped out Nova, picked me up. And he was actually a very nice guy. Very nice. And he was totally unlike previous experiences I had with guys that looked like him, heavy metal guys. That's when I learned never judge a book. Back to you.